Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. Weekly chart, we came close to testing that 275.81 formation on Monday. On the daily chart, today is at 276.15. This is a 3-month structure. Normally, and this is true, I reserve, the 1% violation threshold rule on 6-month line studies. So I can't say, we pushed within 1% of it. I mean, we did, but that doesn't really count. We came close to testing 276.15. The takeaway that I have is the fact that we also then closed negative on the day below the high settlement price that was put out actually on Friday. That is the highest this market has closed, 269.19, since, let me go back to the chart here. Back to let's see here. Yes, that was the Friday settlement price. I'm mumbling here. The highest we've settled since that April low of earlier in the year. So that's significant. We reversed and closed negative on the day. We pushed through all that, closed negative on the day. Now we could bounce right back to 276.15 today, holding above this 262.56 level. So we have this as a session containment level. There are other things going on in here. I mean, for one thing, we've got yesterday's low of 262.24, but we're rounding up just a little bit to 262.56. If we open above it, 269.19, which is that high settlement price that was put out on Friday, in easy reach, we can top out here intraday. And yes, if we push through 269.19, you should anticipate 276.15 today, which is preceded by the same exact formation on the weekly chart at 275.81. As I've said, this is an area, 276.15, that can contain buying through November. And from here, we can fall back to channel support that is presently at 213.84, possibly by the end of November, by the end of the year anyway. It depends on volatility and how quickly the market falls from these present price levels. But setting a short at 276.15 is the recommended course until proven otherwise, and proven otherwise would be a settlement above 276.15. Then it is reverse and go long. You'd go long really probably through the rest of the year, because not only would I expect within 3 to 5 weeks that 315.10 level, but also, which is 316.11 on the weekly chart, but also 335.74. This area actually all converges later in the year. So it really is kind of a 335.74 structure that would be expected by the end of the year if we were to close above the 275.81 to 276.15 region. So keep that in mind. If we close above 276.15 today, and I don't think it's likely, but if so, this market enters another significant buying phase that should yield, and I'll just go back to the weekly chart, this narrowing zone of resistance between 316.11 and 335.74 by the end of the year, where we could top out through the first quarter of 25, but not until we close above that mid 270s. Until then, we have, for all intents and purposes, come very close to testing it, fallen away, closed negative on the day with 262.56, a meaningful pivot point here through the rest of the week. If we continue closing above this simple trend line that correlates well with other elements on the chart, if we continue closing above it, 276.15 remains in reach over the next 1 to 3 days. Intraday with a push above 269.19. But downside, if we break or open today below 262.56, 254.45 is likely today. And that is a 5/8 downside Fibonacci just over the last few days. You've got that significant gap low here, or that gap, that low from last Thursday. There are other things going on in this vicinity. Do you remember that rising channel bottom we closed back above a few days ago? So I do think if we break or open below 262.56, 254.45 is likely today. And if we close today below 262.56, you can anticipate what is a new 3/8 downside Fibonacci within a week or two. By the end of next week, I'd say at the latest. So this is your 3 to 5 day swing trade is 262.56, above which 276.15 is likely over the next 1 to 3 days, below which 238.57 by the end of next week or sooner. I like this new 3/8 Fibonacci. I like how it dissects through a lot of this low-high trade here over the last couple of months. It is based on the August low against today's, I'm recording this on Monday, of course, August low against Monday's high. 238.57 is 3/8 downside Fibonacci. And I do think by the end of next week or sooner, it is likely if we close today below 262.56. I'm also going to go out on a limb, as I kind of implied in the beginning of this video, that having come very close to testing the mid-270s anyway on Monday does allow meaningful bearish rotation now as we continue into November trade. So keep that in mind. The market is poised for meaningful bearish rotation back to a channel support. This is going to be one of several structures that is now at 213.84, and I see this as a 1 to 2 month possibility. And let's say that if we close below 238.57, a 2 to 3 week probability, 213.84. But I do think, and I've been saying this, that as we push into the mid 270s, and we got to 273.53 yesterday, you can exit long positions and set a short at this point in time over the 1 to 2 week time frame down to 238.57, and over the next, say, 3 to 5 week time frame down to 213.84. I think that is the play now at hand. Unless we close above 276.15, then it reverses entirely into really what is the 330s now and climbing 335.74. I hope that all made sense. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of our 5-day free trial. Daily Triple Q, daily SPY analysis, 2 stock picks a week. Check us out. I will be back tomorrow with Wednesday's Tesla report. You have a great evening.